just the Lord, I had a wonderful opportunity to remember how weird we are today. And it just, the Lord was sharing something with me this afternoon, that there's a story in the Old Testament, and I haven't read it in a real long time, and I haven't had a chance to look it up between then and now, so I'm making a few details wrong. But there's a story in the Old Testament where the people of God are starving. They have no water. And, you know, they have themselves nothing to eat, their livestock, they're kind of on the brink of death. And the word of the Lord for them is to dig trenches. They have no water. It's all dried up. There's nothing. Yet God says, dig trenches and prepare yourself so that when my abundance comes, it has somewhere to go. So that when overflow arrives, the trenches are dug and the water has a place to run. And that's why it is so vital that we not just go, ooh, the presence of God feels good. Because it does, it feels awesome. But it's important that we hear the word of the Lord in those times. That we know not just that God arrived, but why is he here? That it's not just enough to enjoy that, ooh, God showed up. Yes, that's awesome, and that's always our goal when we gather together, is for God to show up. But why is he here? What is his agenda? And if you're here tonight and you enjoy this presence of God, guess what? You're on the front lines with us. Welcome to the front line. And so I wanted to share that it's so important to be in the presence of God and to know his voice and to know the Spirit, to know where he's going and to know what he's doing, because overflow is coming to East Texas. And on the day it arrives, our trenches need to be dug.
Yep.
On the day that it arrives, there have got to be people that have been on the front lines that can hear the voice of God and know what to do in his presence.
Yep.
There've got to be those people that hear the presence of God, not just here, but in your own church on Sunday morning, in a Bible study in your living room, at work when somebody else is sick and God says lay hands and heal them. Will you be able to hear that voice and know what to do? You know, when you're sitting, you know, in a group of people that have never really encountered the presence of God before, and all of a sudden his Spirit falls, can you be there to help guide them here? Can you be one of the ones that knows how to hear God, that knows how to help others when abundance comes and when the overflow is here? And some people may not be used to it, and some people may be uncomfortable. Can you be one of the ones that hears God and knows how to help other people be comfortable? Because we've got to have the remnant. We've got to have the remnant that's been on the front lines, that understands what to do when overflow gets here. We've got to have the people that have been digging the trenches. And this is digging the trenches. What we've been doing tonight, it's not just fun. We're digging trenches. I mean, as fun as it is, there's a very serious aspect of it too. That don't dig trenches in a drought if they don't expect water to come.
Yeah.
You don't prepare for something if you really kind of don't think it'll ever happen.
That's right.
It takes faith to dig a trench in a drought. It takes a lot of faith to dig trenches in a drought.
Or a doubt.
Or a doubt. A little bit of both. That's pretty much it. I wanted to clarify that we are so excited to have you here, and we want you to get everything that God has for you. And God has more than goosebumps for you. He's got so much more than goosebumps for you. And that's what we want for you. That's what we desire for you. It's we don't say these things and point these out so she go, oh, huh, that's cool.
Yeah.
No, it's so much more than an experience.
Yeah.
That it's something you take with you and you learn. That's why we encounter God. It's not just because, ooh, the goosebumps and it feels good and it's nice. But you encounter God because you take something away with you that you didn't have before. And it's not always going to be something we say. What you get in an encounter with God, the best things that you can get in an encounter with God are things that God gives you. That I've been in meetings and gone to conferences in Alabama with Katie, and the best things I heard at that conference came directly from the heart of God, not from any preacher or leader or singer or anyone. The most life-changing things that I encountered at that conference were directly from the Spirit.
Yeah.
And that's why these encounters matter. And that's kind of the end.